6th. He came onto pit road at lap 54.
And if you're Kyle Busch, you pitted on lap 54. Everybody in front of you.
Oh, big wreck again. Clint Boyer caught up in this one. 19 of Carl Edwards on the pole earlier, now spun around. David Reagan in the 23. Chris Buescher racing against him for 30th in points to get into the chase.
Let's come fix her up.
Saw Clint Boyer in that wreck a little while ago. We did not think he was going to have to pit because he had pitted on that same strategy as the other guys that stayed out. They had some damage to their car and had to come on pit road. That put them in the back of the pack when they could have been in the front of the pack and got it wrecked.
It's like Alex Kennedy was the other car that was involved in that. Just let them know. There's Alex Kennedy. They said do not pit until pit road is open.
Carl Edwards right here. Oh, it all starts with the 23 of David Reagan. Underneath it looked like the 31 of Ryan Newman just got loose in the carousel. 19 and the 15 just had really nowhere to go. It's just that blind.
20 infield wall, it's Chase Elliott.
Oh, no!
Regan Smith spins out in the tri-oval, and when Elliott's car hit that grass, it's like the blade of a shovel hitting the turf. The front splitter just hits it and digs in. We're under the first caution of the day.
Yeah, he was running 8th and doing a pretty nice job of just trying to mind his manners there, I think. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, I was really hoping that car would spin backwards into that grass. We see how this grass just grabs that splitter and rips it off, and that's exactly what happened to Chase Elliott here.
Car owner Rick Hendrick looking on at his rookie pole sitter stalled in the grass in the tri-oval. Take a look at the number 24.
Right in here.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, it's also a tricky place to be. I mean, we're starting to see Hamlin become a big issue. You can see the back of the car just comes up out a little bit. Looks like the 19th of Carl Edwards. When he got up to his left rear, it just started pushing the air on that car, and it just took the air off of his spoiler, and around he came.
It just stepped out, and I think it shows that Jeff and I were talking about this earlier, how hot the 3rd and 4th turn is, because the sun beams down on that end of the speedway. Then we got a little tailwind off of turn 4, and we've seen a number of cars get loose.
Watch this as he gets to the tri-oval grass.
Bam,
and that blade just digs in.
Yep. Just rips a note.
Gordon up to 12. Smoke rolling out from the 20. A lot of smoke.
Hold your line.
Caution comes out. Matt Kenseth, pole winner earlier, led 72 laps at the beginning of this race. And he has damage to the left rear quarter panel and a lot of smoke.
He caught a huge break. There was so much smoke, and it was such a tire rub. It was coming from both sides of the racetrack. So NASCAR thought he was having a tire problem, when in fact it was a tire rub. Well, he's having an engine problem, rather, but it was a tire rub. So he caught a huge break in some kind of a strange way that the damage was bad enough for NASCAR to throw a caution before he had to pit on the green. But there is a lot of damage. This is something that may hurt the rest of their race for sure.
Yeah, but you're right, Jeff. It's an odd place to be. You see right here, he's pushing hard. He knows he needs to get his track position back. He comes off the corner. That's a pretty hard impact. I would be worried after seeing that. Not just sheet metal, but
turn 4.
You can do that to me once, but when you do that to me twice, I may have to do that to you. All right, Bubba.
Oh no, their leader, Chase Elliott, goes around.
Right in the front straightaway.
We're good.
And brings out the caution at lap 39.
Yeah, 10-4. 10-4.
There's the damage.
Maybe the 47 cut that left rear tire down that was rubbing. Yeah, he sure did. Oh, the 32 of Corey LaJoie.
Or treble turn 4. One car. Stenhouse.
Stenhouse Jr.
No caution. We stay green as Stenhouse makes it to pit road with a lot of damage there. And several cars choose to pit, including Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick. Ross Chastain is in. Brendan Gaughan on pit road. As we continue under green, Ryan Preece is in as well. There's Chastain's stop. And
Issue for
something with Cole Custer.
Was there some kind of contact between Cole Custer and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.?
Well, they've got the hood down and in position on Stenhouse's car. He may be able to continue. Here comes Custer staying on track. And a good bit of smoke from behind his number 41 Ford.
Yeah, these guys want to hit pit road before they close those pits in case the caution comes out.
Matt?
Jimmy Johnson was staying with those Chevys, and then he called an audible from the cockpit. Didn't know what to do, so he stayed out. They're looking for 4 tires here on the 48. Jamie?
The Stenhouse spin definitely messed with the Chevy strategy. The one of Kurt Busch in his box. 4 tire stop, said the car is perfect right now, Regan.
88 car of Alex Bowman. You see him there taking 4 tires. He has been quiet on the radio this past run. Happy with his race car.
Contact from Eric Jones may have sent Ricky Stenhouse spinning. There was no caution. And the field cycles around. Alex Bowman giving up the lead after his pit stop. Oh, here comes Jones. Whoa, huge run.
We talk about communication, and Eric Jones had no idea that the
Busch comes by.
Yeah, he got really tight. Oh, there it is.
Around goes the 4.
Hold the brake, hold the brake. Stay up there.
A lot of damage to the back of that car.
And this is what we talked about. This is what we said at the top of the show. The pressure of these decisions.
Real slow here. Real slow.
Major damage to the back of the 4 for Kevin Harvick.
Hurt pretty bad here, guys.
Harvick stopped on the racetrack so that he could make it onto pit road.
So let's go all the way back to what happened. The 4 crashed because he had a flat left rear tire. How did the left rear tire go down? It all started on the restart. We've talked about restarts, the restart zone, how important it is to accelerate out of the restart zone. Well, right here, as they leave the restart zone, the 4 doesn't get the greatest of runs. The 48 of Jimmy Johnson goes underneath them. Jimmy tries to come back up at the racetrack, Jeff, but the 4 tries to hold him down there.
Yeah, it looked like to me the 4 got a good start. It's just the 48 got a better start, and the 22 was pushing him. You know, you get a guy, here you go. See the 22? He's pushing him. Actually turns him left.
Jimmy forces his way back on the racetrack, and the 4, you see, he doesn't want to give him the lane. He can move up to the middle, but Kevin Harvick tries to force him down. We saw it smoke for a few laps. We wondered if it was getting better, and this is the result. As Kevin Harvick turns down into turn 3, the left rear tire is down. There's nothing at that point Kevin Harvick can do. Unfortunately, now this is a major...
The bead of the tire.
Oh, yeah, you can see it's going down right there. Bam! Oh, my gosh. Hard hits. Woo!
Joey was 11.
Even lower on the anchor. Still good ball run. Right front.
Look at these sudden.
And Kenseth cleared by Logano. Maybe no. Kenseth takes him out. Logano into the wall. Caution comes out and the crowd roars.
What's going on down here?
I know we had talked about it after what we saw a couple weeks ago. I was the first to say I never expected that to happen out of the 20 car.
Helmets coming off of the crew members of the 20. Joey Logano stuck in the grass. If the 20 of Matt Kenseth can continue, NASCAR has said he will be parked. Helmet is already off of the 20. And we have to remind you why this is happening.
Joey, stay in the car.
A couple races ago at Kansas, Matt Kenseth was leading. Joey Logano running second. You can tell how the fans feel about it. The red flag is out as they will have to clean the track up. A couple races ago in Kansas, the team told Joey to stay in the car, but obviously Joey out of the car, not able to continue on. in the latter laps of the race at Kansas, Joey Logano had a faster car than Matt Kenseth. He got behind him. He bumped him going into turn 1. He turned Kenseth around. After the race, Kenseth said, "That's not the way I want to be raced. Now I know how he races me." This is what just took place.
And clearly, the 22 is lapping the 20, and 20 obviously intentionally wrecked him. And like what happened the week before was more than 2 weeks before was more than it should have been, and just flat wrecked him.